Thank you, Bill. I think it's really a pleasure for me to be here and among this distinguished panel, friends and partners and part of the EMGF. I think we heard a lot in the opening session and also over the morning, a lot about collaboration and the economic integration. And I think one of the important examples and I think successful models is the East Mediterranean Gas Forum. And maybe to elaborate a little bit about how we started or the main concept of the EMGF is that we saw a lot of gas discoveries in the region. To some reasons, they are not developed. Not just that, but there is a lot of more potential gas to be found. And we thought by bringing the different stakeholders together, governments, companies, we can overcome these challenges so that we can monetize the resources to the benefit of the people and even to the wider region, and the main market would be Europe. And even this was before the Russia-Ukraine war. This was back in 2018, 2019. And I think it became more important when we had the Russia-Ukraine war. So the EMGF is not just about governments, and I think this is one of the main characteristics of it. Is it's about the governments, yes, but we also have the Gas Industry Advisory Committee where we have the NOCs, the IOCs, the technology companies, some of the financing institutes. We also have the regulators. We have the research and development entities. So this makes that we have all the different stakeholders. And as Ambassador Byte was saying that the private sector plays and will play a significant role in this regard. That's why collaboration and coordination between the governments and the private sector is very important. This is how we started. Where we are now, we have our long-term strategy that has been adopted by the ministers, and we have 7 strategic objectives. We can talk about 3 main pillars where we are trying to move. The first one is regional integration, where our objective is how can we make use of better synergies between the government's companies and also the infrastructure, whether that exists or other infrastructure that we can add so that we can develop and monetize the gas resources. And in this regard, we have been doing several studies. We have been in discussion with the governments and the private sector about several projects. Already gas flows from Israel to Egypt and then to Europe is going on. Hopefully soon there also gas discoveries will be developed in Cyprus and then being brought whether to Egypt or through other means also to Europe. And so in this regard, we are developing the region and developing the necessary infrastructure with the support of the governments and companies so that we can monetize the resources and produce more gas. So this is for the first pillar. The second pillar is that, yes, we want to produce more gas, but we are also very conscious about the climate challenge. So we want to produce more gas, but in a more considerate way to the climate action. And this is why we have launched our EMGF decarbonization initiative. The first phase was launched in COP27, took place in Sharm el-Sheikh in 2022, and the second phase was launched in COP28 that took place in Dubai last year. So in this initiative, we are trying to reduce the emissions from the gas industry in the region, taking advantage of the existing technologies and leveraging on the different roles that the EMGF can play, whether about harmonization of policies and regulations, trying to aggregate the different technologies, making the EMGF some sort of a hub, knowledge hub for the decarbonization, and also trying to support the companies and countries in packaging the decarbonization projects in a way that can make funding and attracting investments for these projects more attractive. And the last thing is about carbon intensity certification, which I believe is a gap in our region. So this is the second pillar. The third pillar, we're trying to combine both the first and second pillar in positioning the EMGF as a low carbon, low cost energy supplies. Doing so with more partnerships and collaboration with the private sector. So this is where we are. These are the 3 main pillars where we are working on in the East Mediterranean. Definitely, the current geopolitical situation in the region poses a lot of challenges, but what we are trying to do is to think beyond these challenges, to think about the day after. We definitely need to continue our efforts in collaboration, in bringing the different companies and countries together, in trying to find more projects and more innovative ways of economic integration. And I believe that through collaboration, hopefully we can overcome these challenges. Thank you.